Welcome back to the Transfer Daily YouTube channel, and we've got a lot of stories to get through today in today's transfer roundup video, because we know we are in the January transfer window. A lot is going on for next summer also, so we're going to start off though in Barcelona with two centre-backs we're going to talk about. So first of all is Ronald Araujo, and as I said in a previous video, he will sign a new contract at Barcelona after Juventus' interest in the player, and also Inigo Martinez getting injured. So this was crucial, and today it is a new deal day for Barcelona. So Gerard Martin expected to sign a new deal, and Ronald Araujo as well today. So Araujo's new deal at Barcelona will be valid until June 2031. So it is a 5.5-year extension, obviously, and the green light is there, and it is expected to be all signed and completed today. And as we know, there was a crucial meeting after Barcelona won the Spanish Super Cup between Deco and Araujo, and Deco got the green light from Ronald Araujo and Ronald Araujo's camp then. Second centre-back we're going to talk about from Barcelona is Eric Garcia. So Eric Garcia obviously on Tuesday night scored a crucial goal for Barcelona, and last summer Girona were pushing for the permanent. Barca were open to proposals, and this was the same in January, but now this has changed due to Hansi Flick wanting Eric Garcia to stay. So what I can say is that he is set to stay, Eric Garcia, at Barcelona this season, and the final decision has now been made, so he will be staying, despite Girona and also Italian side Como were both pushing for the signing, and Como were very close to getting an agreement in place, but as I've just said, he'll now stay at Barcelona this January. A move next summer could still be on. We have to wait and see. Many Brighton players, as we know at the club, have been linked with loan moves in the summer. So Valentin Barco is expected to go out on a new loan deal after being recalled from Seville. And Evan Ferguson was an option at the moment. It's uncertain if he'll leave on loan due to an injury he's had recently and many things. But one player who is set to head out on loan, but it is now official, is Julio Enciso. So Julio Enciso officially joins Ipswich Town, and an agreement until June 2025. So we'll stay on loan at Ipswich until the end of the season. A big signing for Ipswich, as we know Ipswich have already signed Jadon Philogene from Villa, and now they've got Enciso in on loan. Ipswich are covering Enciso's salary until June, so Brighton will not have to pay the wages. And as we know, the deal is already official and medical tests have already been completed, and he will start training with Ipswich, it's believed, tomorrow. So many clubs were pushing or inquiring for Enciso. One of the clubs who were really pushing until the end was Valencia, but Atalanta also contacted Brighton over a potential deal, after we know Atalanta are in the market for that kind of position, like Ryan Cherki and Enciso. So he has signed for Ipswich. Ipswich very active in the January transfer window. Now Napoli and their search for a new winger. So as we know, one of the deals of the January transfer window, Kvaratskhelia, left Napoli in a big deal to PSG, and Napoli will sign a winger before the end of the transfer window, and they're working on many deals, having discussions with many clubs over deals. And we've talked about Alejandro Garnacho in the last video, but we are going to talk about a new option that has emerged, and that is Karim Adeyemi. And Napoli have made contact with Borussia Dortmund yesterday for Karim Adeyemi. So the contact was made yesterday with Dortmund, and from the feedback Napoli got, Borussia Dortmund are open to a January exit for Adeyemi. And it was revealed by, I think, Sky Sports Germany that they are open to letting Karim Adeyemi go, Borussia Dortmund. Obviously, Yuri Sahin at the moment under a lot of pressure, but Napoli, with this deal, are expected to send of their first proposal, which is expected to be around 40 million euros for Karim Adeyemi. I'm not sure if this will be enough, but one thing we can say is that if they get the green light from Karim Adeyemi, he will become the number one target. But at the moment, with Alejandro Garnacho and Napoli, quickly, as I've said all along, the 70 million euros fee is deemed too high, so that would have to drop for Manchester United. I've seen reports that it's dropped, but from what I've been told, it has not dropped at the moment. So Adeyemi, another option, and you could see the first proposal sent either tonight or in the next days. So we have to wait and see. Now Arsenal and Benjamin Sesko, and this is one of them stories that we know started last summer, where Arsenal tried to sign Sesko, but he decided to stay at Leipzig and sign a new deal. And it is one of them stories that I expect to go on throughout the rest of the season, as he is one of the top targets for Arsenal. And I've talked about Arsenal with strikers before. Alexander Isak is a dream target, but at the moment financially unrealistic. So Benjamin Sesko looks like one of the top targets since last summer. And January links, I'm not going to get too much into next summer, but January links with Sesko, what I can say is there have been internal talks at Arsenal about signing Benjamin Sesko in January, but when they contacted RB Leipzig's stance is he will not leave in January, so the Arsenal will not sign Benjamin Sesko in January. This will not happen, definitely not. I said it at a time when he was first linked a few weeks ago, and Arsenal are searching for a striker or even a new attacker on the market in January, but the options are limited on the market because Arsenal and Mikel Arteta don't just want to go and sign a player for the sake of it who's going to be a short-term fix. They want a player who is ever long-term. They have made contact with Veiga over Igor Jesus, so we have to see there. So let's just wait and see for this on what goes on, but they will not sign Benjamin Sesko in January. Renato Veiga, and many clubs were pushing for the signing of Veiga in January, but one team has managed to do that, and that is Juventus. So Juventus have agreed a deal with Chelsea to sign Renato Veiga on a loan deal, and the loan deal is a €5 million loan fee until June, so it's just a straight loan until June, and this is what Chelsea wanted all along, is just a straight loan for 6 months and until June, and that is what will happen. So no buy option clause in the deal, and Veiga returns to Chelsea before the Club World Cup is what Chelsea wanted, and they do get that. And as I've said before, when Borussia Dortmund were pushing for the signing, Chelsea believed that Veiga's development is on track, and they never wanted a buy option clause in there or to even let the player go on a permanent. So Juventus win the race for Renato Veiga. Many teams pushing for the signing, but Juventus win. Now Kyle Walker, and obviously a big one in January is that Kyle Walker asked to leave Man City, and it was quite easy negotiations for AC Milan because AC Milan have agreed a deal to sign Kyle Walker from Manchester City, and it will be a loan move with a buy option clause. But this buy option clause isn't mandatory, but as we know, Kyle Walker will almost be certain joining AC Milan because AC Milan have already, after the loan move is done, they have already completed or agreed terms with Kyle Walker over a contract until 2027. So the plan is pretty easy, that Kyle Walker stays on loan for 6 months, then next summer AC Milan give Manchester City the fee for a permanent transfer, and Walker has already agreed terms on a 2-year deal. So, obviously, he is in Milan now. The medical is expected today, and the full salary is being covered by AC Milan on the loan move.